This is Hardcore Weather for Wednesday, September 10th, 2008. Hi there, everyone. I'm Eyewitness News 5 Chief Meteorologist Rick Mitchell, and we're going to be looking at kind of a wet pattern here coming up the next few days. And depending on what happens with Ike, we could be talking about a tremendous amount of rain in parts of Oklahoma this weekend, and a lot to talk about, so let's get down to the maps. We'll start off like we usually do with a 500 millibar flow from 12Z this morning. That's 7 a.m. And a couple of features that kind of stand out to you. We're in a southwesterly flow now. Notice how a trough has developed across the western United States. Southwesterly flow. Here's what's left of Tropical Storm Lowell. And again, a lot of that Pacific moisture will continue to feed on into the southern plains, keeping it fairly moist. Of course, down here we have Hurricane Ike, and that path is going to be very dependent on whether we see a whole bunch of rain this weekend. So far today on the Mesonet, haven't seen a whole lot of rain since midnight, but most areas picking up less than a tenth of an inch. A couple areas down here in Grady County picking up about a quarter of an inch of rain, and more rain on the way as you see scattered showers and thunderstorms across Texas on into southern Oklahoma, and this is all moving off to the northeast. So a good chunk of Oklahoma will see more in the way of rain. And this is the new NAM from 7 o'clock this morning, and we're going to start with 500 millibar flow. This is showing fairly broad southwesterly flow across the southern plains. Of course, here is Ike. Listen to me, Ike. I'll get my name straight. As we go through time here, this is later on this evening, and we see that the southwest flow stays with us pretty much for the next couple of days. There's tomorrow evening, and we're heading on into Friday morning here. Here comes Ike approaching the Texas coast, still a fair amount of southwesterly flow, a lot of disturbances within that, along with a lot of moisture. There is Friday evening, and then on into Saturday, and the ridge begins to build a little bit over the southeast. At the same time, little trough of low pressure coming in to the northern plains. That's going to help drag a cold front in here and perhaps really enhance those rain chances. Let's look at the surface depiction from the NAM. Again, this is a lunchtime today. Fair amount of showers and thunderstorms. Things back off a little bit. More showers and storms by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Tomorrow looks like a wet day, so a lot of wetness, a lot of showers and storms well before Hurricane Ike ever moves into the area. Here's Friday. The NAM showing some fairly heavy rain, especially northwestern Oklahoma. That's Friday evening. Now we're into Saturday. Again, kind of the same area, northwestern Oklahoma. That's where the focus for a lot of that rain will be. And now we're into Saturday evening. And here comes Eric moving ashore into South Texas and perhaps recurving, and got a front to our north. And this could set the stage for parts of Oklahoma to see a lot of rain. Let's see what the GFS has to show. This is from 6Z. And let me correct myself. I think I referred to Ike as Eric for the second time. I know it's Ike. I know. Well, my brain's just a little tired. All right, as we go through time here, this is lunchtime today. And it shows the precip across Oklahoma that's falling right now. There's tomorrow morning, and here comes Ike through the Gulf, probably strengthening at that point. Still with that southwesterly flow, the GFS continues to show a lot of showers and thunderstorms as we go on into Friday, especially northwestern Oklahoma. Then we're into Friday evening. That's when Ike comes ashore in Texas. Now, the GFS is alone in taking the remnants of Ike just basically due west, and not many of the other models really agree with that. Even if that happens, I believe that a lot of its moisture will still get caught up and sent into Oklahoma. That is Monday morning. I see a big bulk of it, and if you watch here, there's a little, like right here as we go on into Tuesday of next week, that could be the remnants of it kind of coming around the ridge. But again, the GFS is kind of the outlier. And let's see what the official track is. All right, this is the latest satellite information on Ike. Notice that it is now moved off the Cuban coast. Winds were at one point down to about 75. They're increasing to around 80 at this point. Pressure is starting to fall again in the storm. So this storm will likely intensify and continue to intensify as it moves deeper into the Gulf of Mexico. And let's look at the official track from the National Hurricane Center on Ike. And it does take it from 10 o'clock this morning from its current position to Friday morning off the Texas coast, making landfall somewhere near Corpus Christi Saturday morning. And then remember how the GFS just kept trucking it along to the west. The official track takes it more in a northerly turn, 7 o'clock Sunday morning south of Dallas, 7 o'clock Monday morning over southeastern Oklahoma, which is a little farther east than the previous advisory had it. Of course, days 3, 4, and 5, this thing could end up anywhere, so it's still early. The bottom line is it will likely be a very heavy rain producer for parts of Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, Texas. And let's look at what the HPC has to show in terms of heavy rain. Now, this is the expected rainfall from, for Saturday and Sunday into Sunday night. So it's basically day 4, day 5 rainfall. And look at this swath of, 8 to 10 inches from near Corpus Christi up through Dallas, Ardmore, over through Tulsa, and Branson. And this will change. I guarantee you this will change as the projected track of Ike changes. But right now, this is just something to kind of get your attention and have you be thinking about if you live in a flood-prone area. If this track shifts a little to the west, that core of heavy rain will shift to the west. If it's a little farther east, everything shifts east. So it's something we will definitely keep a close eye on, but right now, indications are we could see excessively heavy rain in parts of Oklahoma this weekend. Okay, so that is our thinking, at least my thinking, on what is going to be happening or what could happen over the next several days. So much of what we can expect this weekend depends on whether Ike, does it shift into southeastern Oklahoma? Does it affect central Oklahoma? Where's that heaviest rain going to be? It's all going to depend on the exact path, and we just don't know that as of yet. But we'll continue to watch it carefully. Make sure you check out Eyewitness News 5 at 5, 6, and 10 o'clock tonight. And join me back here tomorrow. We'll do it again. Take care.